Hey, make sure y'all tap in with Let's Yap About It podcast, man. The real dynamic.
If you don't know, man, you tuned in to Let's Yap About It. Even though I don't talk much, he got something to say.
Now y'all tuned in to Let's Yap About It. This ain't no podcast, it's a problem cast. I know why the man Fat Pimp Texas very home. Hey man, tell your baby mama I'm looking for her. Tell your wife I'm looking for her. That's what it is, man. Let's Yap About It, man. This ain't no podcast, it's a problem cast. Fat motherfucker Pimp, let's go, man.
Let's yap about it. Yeah. Let's yap about it. Yap About It podcast. Yeah. Starring Raw Bass. Let's yap about it. Yeah. Let's yap about it. Let's yap about it. Yeah. Let's yap. Let go. Yeah. Let's yap about it. We in the mix. Fit too savage. Let's yap about it. Content was so living, had to pray for all of my children. Now the whole world be listening. Talk to niggas from prison, spoke how they was living, how the COs be tripping. Rappers losing on the back end because promoter dudes keep dipping. Seen the show when the dude started out of bloods, then start crippin'. Stripper niggas stop tipping, out of game niggas stop flipping. Bad attitude, so he had to move just to keep his ass out of prison. Seen a show about a young hoe, fucked on a sister, man, no apology. Let's yap about it. If the bitch come around me, she can holler at me. Check my Instagram, she was following me, cause she knew I be where them dollars be. Rapid funds, but I keep it going, I fuck you up, no apologies. Yep. Let's yap about it. Yep. Let's yap about it. Yep. Let's yap about it. Let's yap about it. Bit too savage, savage like music.
What's up, baby? We are back at it and we are better than ever. Definitely tap in tonight. Oh yeah. We have a tremendous show tonight. Man. We got so much to cover. First episode of the year. I'm back better than ever. Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:00 p.m. We are here live in full effect and live direct for y'all. Tonight we got a lot of stuff to cover. We definitely going over to Trump. You know, Trump is the new president. He doing his thing. You know, he's definitely put in his executive orders. He's getting straight to business. And we want to know what y'all think tonight. Also, we want to do this too. We want to talk about this. Why do people fake care about politics? It's a lot of people out here that's swearing to God that they're upset that President Trump is now in office and everybody think that there's going to be anarchy. This is going to be a whole different type of country. But I tell people all the time, adjust. But I'm going to ask this question. Do Americans really care? Americans is as hurt about Donald Trump being president, but does America really care? We also going to talk about this too, man. This has been making the news. Sauce Walka shaking up H-Town with facts over fiction. You know what I'm saying? Sauce Walka says the drip started with him. He brought flavor to rappers' wardrobe. And then he also speaks on the old heads not putting on the youth. What do you guys think? Do you agree or do you disagree or do you think it's all cap? But we're going to cover that. Then we're going to also talk about DJ Academics. He's under fire for the comments on a live. Academics was on a live stream. And he had a sexual conversation with a 15-year-old minor during the live stream. He's currently under fire and immediately said he was wrong and would do better. But I got some things that I want to talk about on that too. And I also want to talk about this too. We got a couple situations that have entered the news that I think is ridiculous. And I think that's the time that we start addressing this from a media standpoint. We got rapper Dank DeMoss sues after Lyft denied a ride. The driver told Dank DeMoss that she would not fit in the sedan and his tires wouldn't be able to handle her weight. And I want to talk about that too. We're going to get into that. And then I also want to talk about this too. And this is crazy. And this is one of the most craziest headlines that I've ever seen. Healthcare worker under fire for twerking on patient. Is there anything off limits when it comes to acting civilized over acting ghetto? I really want to tap in on that. And then we're going to definitely want to chime in. We're going to have some people come in on a later little bit of the show. But I want to get to this thing right now. Trump is getting to work now that he's president. Trump executive orders are shaking the United States up. And what does that mean for America? Now, we just heard that he put a halt on grants and different things like that because I think he's making a marketing budget. I mean, not a marketing budget, but a budget now that ICE is making its rounds everywhere across the United States to remove certain individuals from America. Me personally, at the end of the day, there's so many misnomers, so much miseducation, and so many misunderstandings when it comes to the executive orders being pushed. But to hear, we're gonna go over a couple of them. Already know that he signed into order that it just be in two genders. He also talked about putting America first in international environment agreements. He basically wants us to stay within the bounds in this order that I'm talking about, putting America first in international environmental agreements. In this order, as he did in the first administration, Trump is withdrawing the U.S. from Paris Climate Accord and the Biden's administration, United States International Climate Finance Plan. He's basically cutting back on a lot of things. He's also ending the weaponization of the federal government. This order seeks to hold the previous administration accountable for the alleged weaponization of the federal government. President Trump directs agencies heads to review previous criminal enforcement, civil enforcement, and intelligence conduct that appears politically motivated and to provide recommendations for holding actors accountable. Now, if you're guilty, he's saying, if you're guilty, be with it. If you're not guilty, stop the political witch hunting. I think I'm all in favor for that. Also, now this is a big thing. And I think this is where we have to be very comfortable in talking about this. Establishing and implementing the President's Department of Government Efficiency. I mean, he's talking about going into where there's a timid organization that appears to align, like all these organizations that appear to quote unquote align with his views and things like that. It's going to be no more of that. It's either you're going to stand on your own as a political person, or you just going or if you try to associate certain things, then we know that there's going to be a little bit of tampering with that. So I mean, there's so many things that Trump has talked about and Trump has done. And I think it's time that we start addressing these things from a professional standpoint. Now, he's only been in office 1 week, right? Now, everybody's thinking that, oh my God, it's so much anarchy and so much chaos that's going to occur. But I can assure you that there were a lot of things up under both administrations that were good and were bad. But to have just a one-sided view, whether you're Democrat or Republican, I think that you need to deep dive and dive deep into the politics of where we are in our country. Everybody's saying that Trump is a bad guy. Everybody said Biden was a bad guy. But I think overall, you have to give a body of work first. We have to give a body of work first. We don't know what's going to change and what's going to evolve in the next few weeks. So I think that we should pay attention. I know he stopped grants and different things like that. And everybody's saying, oh, well, I can't go to school. Well, guess what? The thing is, you can't be a one-trick pony. You got to figure things out. As bad as I hate to say it, you have to figure things out. One monkey don't stop no show. One situation don't stop no show. We have to be able to get into different areas and not depend on a handout. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to sometimes figure out how we're going to do this thing. We're going to have to sacrifice. It's a lots of people that have made the necessary sacrifices. And as a culture, and I'm talking to my culture alone, sometimes we just have to, this was something true. Sometimes in certain situations, we're sometimes going to have to eat shit and like it. Sometimes we're going to have to eat shit and like it. At the end of the day, man, one way ain't the only way, because at the end of the day, we might have to work a little bit of overtime. We might have to do whatever it is necessary. But how bad do we want our dreams and aspirations? Are we really focused on our aspirations and dreams, or are we just talking? Let me tell you something. 1 ounce of doing beats 10,000 pounds of talk. All this, oh, we're crying with a loaf of bread under your arm. My mama did it. Her grandmother did it. Everybody did it. And my great grandmother did it during the depression, and she still made it, and she still took care of 2 kids. Come on, how bad do we want it? Do we just want to sit and complain, or do we really want to go after it? Do we know how to adapt to nepotism? Do we know how to adapt to be able to bring ourselves together? Can we scrape our pennies together? We might not be able to eat out what we want. We may not be able to do certain things that we want, but how bad do we want this? We sit amongst people and say that we want to be a millionaire. We want to be 100,000-aire. We want to be a six-figure person. But do we really want to dive deep and make the necessary adjustments in order for that shit to happen? Or are we just sitting there talking because it feels good to talk? We know it's glass ceilings out there for the culture. We know it's glass ceilings out there for certain people. We know it's glass ceilings that they don't want you to go in certain areas and go into certain doors. But goddamn it, we got to be able to kick these doors down. We got to use our minds and apply pressure. How many people are willing to apply pressure? Or they sit there and fold like lawn chairs when the tough gets going? Make no mistake about it. I've been silent. I done took a lot of losses, but I'm still here. And I guarantee if you focus and you continue to focus like a laser beam, I promise you, you're going to hit some type of a target for shit show. Don't be afraid. All of what we talking about in this Trump administration, get into politics. Don't just sit there and wait till an election comes to make your voice heard. You need to be at some of these meetings and these town hall meetings to see what's going on in your community. You need to see what's going on, what legislation and laws are being passed specifically in your area code, in your state, in your city, so that you can be prepared to make adjustments. You can't sit there and blame it on the president. You have to be active, and you have to go directly to your sources, to your mayor, to your governor, to your city council and city council women. And you got to be able to understand what politics is. And it just ain't about a vote. It's definitely just not about a vote. You have to go in and you have to see there's a government website that shows you specifically what laws are being passed in your specific areas. You have to get up off your ass and you have to study, and don't let no rapper, no actor, or anybody tell you what your politics should sway as. Understand that you are the individual and it is your responsibility to understand what politics is. And it just ain't about a vote. It's about you understanding that it just ain't about a vote, but it's also about putting your money where your mouth is, and it's about lobbying. If you're not putting no money up as well as your vote, then your vote is null and void. I'm not guessing my way through this because I done worked for both parties. I understand how it works. And it just ain't you just sitting away typing on Twitter and being upset about what somebody done soundbited and sound clipped about what somebody done said. Because my challenge is, what are you gonna do about it? What are you really gonna do about it? Are you gonna get behind? Are you gonna get a group together? Are you gonna sit here and hold everybody that you selected and elected besides the president that's in office or in position of power? Are you gonna hold them accountable, or are you gonna go back to your desk job and pretend that you care? I want to say this, and I want to get into this too, man, and I want to talk about this too. And I feel like it has to be said, right? And I got to get into this. Why do fake Why do people fake care about politics? America is as heard about Donald Trump being president, but does America really care? Do people really get into politics, or are they just saying something for the sake of saying something because they got a phone and they could tap and they could Twitter finger away, especially when it comes to politics? Because be that as it may, I think half of America don't know a damn thing about politics. But oh, wait a minute. I got somebody in the building. Oh my goodness, I got to give a special round of applause for Shano. Shano, we talking about American politics. I got to ask this question. Does America really care about politics? I got to ask that question.
I don't think they really care. I think it's more of a conversation. I don't think anybody really gives a damn for real. I think the conversation about it is a constant, and you can project whatever opinions you have in any room that you're in if you talk about it.
I'll give you that. But why? But what this, because I notice every time election time comes around, here come the rappers, here come the actors, and they're not giving you any type of education on politics or government or legislation whatsoever. So I feel like at this point, America just has those feel good moments, and then they go right back to the same bullshit over and over. Because honestly, I don't think a lot of people have that fight in them like we do, like how we're educated on certain things. I think people just be wanting to talk for the sake of talking or texting for the sake of texting. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is looking out for the greater good of themselves, not so much as the greater good of the people.
Hmm.
So it's what I can benefit from this. I can have from that. Like, and politics gives you a platform to discuss it. Especially when it comes to entertainers. They get a chance to pop out. If I can perform, I get a little scene time. You know, if an actress or a actor says something about it and they say that they rallying around this one particular thing or this one particular standpoint, I get platform time. I get some face time. Like, I believe everybody's out for the greater good of themselves when it comes to that as far as politics. Because again, like we both just said, people just be talking. Everybody can say, I used to say, opinions are like assholes. Everybody got them.
Say that one more time.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got them. So when it comes to having your opinion, we all have an opinion. And we all get to twist and turn politics whichever way we want, depending on our opinion. And then depending on how opinionated you are, allows you to have a different standpoint or the same standpoint as who you talking about or what you talking about. So I mean, to me, it's like politics is like rap to me. Music, period. It's another eating conversation.
I'm gonna say this. I think on my media platform, I've educated a lot of people, not just on YouTube, but on my Instagram. I've gave people more of an insight of what politics and how politics work more than any rapper has I would say the last 12 years. And the reason why I say that is because when you go to the specifics of just not a vote, there's a thing called lobbying that nobody else likes to talk about, because even the Democratic Party, who had the rappers come, they did not say anything about lobbying. They didn't say anything about this key ingredient, which actually builds us as a group economic that Dr. Claude Anderson talks about, and that's called bringing the family back together. Not one rapper said, "Hey, black men, black women, y'all need to get together." That is a group economic when you put your monies together, because when you're able to formulate the money together in a community, then you'll be able to lobby. Dr. Amos Wilson talked about that same very thing. When we're able to put our monies together, men and women, all collectively in a community, then we're able to make changes. And by us putting our money where our mouth is, that damn sure makes people move quite fast in a hurry.
Yeah, you're right. But on the flip side of that, we in a whole era. So it's hard to tell these men and women to go be together. Don't just make babies together. Don't be together for the night or for the day or for this moment right here. Don't be together for the moment. Be together forever. We don't give it. Not our culture. We don't give forever no more. We don't give work it out, fix it, understand it, communicate about it. We don't give it. We give hope. So if you give hope, that's what you get. And it's just that. Nobody is trying to put the black men in the house. Hell, half the black men ain't trying to put themselves in the house. Because they give hope. So it's a mentality structure that has deteriorated tremendously to a point where, yes, that is an amazing baseline to put something on. That would be amazing, like foundation. But who gonna start it? Where they gonna start it at? That's where that goes. Like that's where that goes. It does not give family because everybody is expecting somebody to bring something to the table or provide the table, and that don't be the case. Like I understand a man wanting to be appreciated, appreciate him, but I never seen this many men want something from a. I was gonna say a bitch from a female. I've never seen a class of men that are so needy. Again, I'm not saying don't be in touch with your emotions and you know, your life, and do that. Have that. If you need therapy, go to them. But it be some sassy niggas, and they expect the female to provide like they provide, and then come home and provide more.
But let me ask you a
And
question
that's
though.
a lot.
But here's the thing: have you been groomed to identify what a man is and what you would have to understand about that man and what you'd have to give up about yourself in order for the family structure to work?
I had this conversation. Ooh, I had this conversation with my baby daddy. I swear I did. I had this
See,
conversation with my baby daddy. As little girls in a healthy environment, we are groomed to understand and know that a man is supposed to provide. He is the head of the household. He is the leader. He is the big piece of chicken person, right? That's what's taught to you in a healthy household. As a woman, you are taught in a healthy household that you can have a job and you can keep these kids and you can do whatever you want to do, but that man is still the provider, meaning he goes to work and he does what he has to do in order for you and that family to had to. And if you work, you are there for the help of him. Meaning that if he falls short in any way, you are there to have his back. That's what we are groomed to do. We are groomed to find you a husband, have you a family, and be great.
But here's the thing though. There's longevity in the thing, and when I say longevity, meaning you have to make sure that you are willing. And when I say willing, to come together. That means coming out of yourself as a person. And the reason why I say that the love and the family dynamic is just as important as politics is because those are the things that generate the income to make about of change. And when I say that, meaning if you love, the reflection of that love is within your community. When you first walk outside, you walk and see your neighbor to the left, to the right, and to across the street, to this way, to that way. If everybody is in a positive, loving dynamic, then that means the focal point will be able to preserve and the women will be able to nurture everything around in that community. And let me tell you
But
something.
then the flip side of that goes to the man. Okay, I love you. Women take way more than men take. Way more. I can deal with you cheating. I can deal with you having a baby. I can deal with you not having no job. I can deal with you having a terrible hustle. I can deal with you. I can deal with your bad sex. I can deal with you balding early. I can deal with a whole lot of stuff.
Shout out to the
But
ball
when it
heads.
comes to a dude, dudes don't, they can't do that.
True.
If you are not, if you are no longer aesthetically appealing to the eye, I don't want you that much. I'm not
Hold
that
on.
attracted to you that
Hold on,
much.
hold on. Now I didn't
Yeah, that's how it
wait,
goes. If I could
hold
meet
on,
somebody,
I gotta
if you
stop you
too
there.
tired
I gotta
and you,
stop
cause
you
you didn't
there.
went to work then I can't. What I'm gonna do? What I'm supposed to do?
I gotta stop you there because what I've noticed, even in this conversation, I've heard a lot of negative, but what about some of the positive things that you can use to attract? Because negative and the negative does
A lot
not
of
create.
things attract. A lot of things attract. I
Okay.
have to be attracted to you to marry you and to be with you and to like you and to love you and to have babies with you. I have to like you. It has to be some positivity in this for us to even think that we can make this work. You know what I'm saying?
But
So I do commend the positivity all the way
but
around.
but let me take this right back to the politics, right? I'm gonna say this. Now everybody's up in awe about the grants being stopped, right?
Hmm.
Now, now with the dynamic of the gender war that's been going on within our culture, even if you weren't afforded to be able to afford a grant to be able to go to school or whatever, if you had a family dynamic and they were really focused on the income of the household, that wouldn't even be a problem because the family dynamic would be so focused on economic freedom that the grant would just be an add-on as far as being a focal point.
Right. But you have to come from that environment. You have to come from that environment to even have that. And the hard part about coming from that environment is having that environment be visible to you. We all come from broken homes. A lot of us. 98% of us 80s babies come from broken homes. Right? Whether it was because of drugs or because of lifestyle habits or because of jail, whatever the hell the case was, we all came from broken homes. But at some point, we in our lives, we said, "I want my kids to have better. I want my kids to have better. I want my kids to have better." Politics comes into play with that because there are so many different barriers. As a woman, you already don't make what a man makes, but as a man, a black man, it's so much harder for you to get a job that a white man would get. Aside from that, you if you get it, you won't make the same money. So we still struggle. We still struggle. So now I got two jobs. My husband got one good job, and we trying to put kids through college, and we might need that grant,
But
but
that's
we don't have that option anymore because they said we didn't need that for real, or the funding was miscalculated, so they're only giving it to a certain amount of people
now watch this. Now
per
I'm about
year,
to,
per
but I'm about,
semester.
but I'm about to give you some real game, and this is some real truth that we don't understand. If we focus, and when I say focus, meaning turn our attention away and understand that we don't control the fundage of what's being granted on behalf of the government. And if we understand who controls what, then that means even a bigger concern is should be for us. You get what I'm saying? Meaning,
Hmm.
if we not controlling the funds and we all know who that is, why are we not understanding that we are on our own? Meaning, okay, eventually, if they're throwing us a bone, we might not even get a bone at some point in time. So, with us understanding, and we understand in every group of economics, we can look at the Asians, the Persians, the Jews, the every other culture groups together on their own and realizes that they're on their own. Then they're not necessarily not
We
specifically looking
can't
for a
count the
handout.
Asians into that,
Hmm?
or the Hispanics, or whatever the case is, because they come here and they don't even pay taxes. So they can
But
open up a taco shop and they won't pay taxes on it,
but wait,
but they got a
but,
license to do everything else. The
but
Asians are the same way. They come in here and open up 17 beauty supplies, 4 corner stores, 3 gas stations,
mhm.
and Shipley's. And
So
what they gonna do? They not gonna pay no taxes on it.
so that
Iranians
means
are the same way.
so
So
that
we
means
don't get those. We don't get that piece of cushion that they might have,
oh
so
yes
they
we
would
do. Let me
have the
tell you
money
something.
to put their kids through college.
Let me tell you something. And it's bad. And I'm not trying to condone any of this, but the drug gang, we had access to a lot of that. But what we did was we ruined it. We snuffed it up our noses. We bought Cadillacs. We bought customized suits and all that bullshit. All of what that older generation should have preserved for the next upcoming generations. And
That's just
that
like
was
income tax money. Every year for income tax, what do bitches do? Fuck it, we ball. Drug money was put into the drugs came in, they came to us. We had to go get it. The drugs came to us. The government put the drugs out here for us, which means that money was out here for us. When you ain't used to having shit is amazing. So yes, with that drug money, we gonna get everything we ain't never had before, ever. But did they give it? Did they come and they give it to the black people? No, they gave it to the Russians. They gave it to the Persians. They gave it to the Italians. We got it from them. We wasn't our own plug. Some of them was. You had a good connect. You was your own plug. We wasn't our own plug. You
and
got it
that's
from
where
somebody.
And that's where we, instead of thinking right there, see, that's what I'm talking about. Just as much as a day would could have been coming that grants would be cut off, we should have been had that forward level of thinking. That's exactly what I'm trying to see. You hitting everything that I was talking about, but just in a different manner. You have to have a forward way of thinking. Everything that's good must come to an end. And that's where people are now just now understanding the end part. Shout out to my boy Black, who used to always say, well, he still says that to this day. Get to the end part. Understanding the end part is that everything that's granted to you right now might not be later. And when you understand that everything that's granted now might not be granted later, you're going to preserve as much as you possibly can. If you look at the Asians right now buying up all the real estate, that they are becoming relentless and uncompromising when it comes to them grabbing as much economics and equity that they can. They're not looking. That's just an add-on. Everything that the government gives is just an add-on from the foundation of what they've already built. And until we as African Americans understand that, then we'll just still be on the short end of the stick. Literally, right here with this grant thing. Everybody's upset and up in arms. No, your parents, and I'm saying this as us all, because we're all parents, should have been stacking, saving, Sacrificing, that's the real sacrificing, not giving up something that's easy. No, something that's very hard to understand the significance of the next 20 to 30 years. Because guess what? AI is coming. Those jobs aren't going to be there. Get to the end. Who's going to have what? Who's in control of what? And if we understand who's in control and where we need to be in control, then that means what? If we don't allow them, if we don't allow ourselves to grasp control, then everything is going to be out of our control and will be controlled still by the other powers that be. See, this ain't about, see, I tell people politics ain't just about that. It's about economics. It's about the value of your community. It's also about the value of where you put your money is. See, all that voting shit don't matter unless you put money up. You gotta have the bread. And if you got the bread, you damn sure can get ahead.
Yep. It's just like I think he's a state representative. Maybe, I don't know, he's somebody in Congress. And he is on a rampage right now because he stated that there are uh, billionaires in Texas that are buying up the government, the governor, the mayor, the seats in the Senate. They say like all of it, so that they can get their point across as to what will and won't get passed when it comes to certain laws, because it would then put a deficit in their pockets when it comes to their business. The oil, the big oil people, and I think one guy does oil, and another one he's in tech. But
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, you know, I I can't remember his name, but he is like speaking out now. Like they're buying up the seats. They're making sure that Rolling Ray stays as the governor. They've bought him out. They he know what he there for, and he needs to understand the mission. And if he don't, it's gonna be a problem. That's how that is going. You know what I'm saying? As far as Texas go, I don't know about any other states, but yeah. And he's a what is that? He's a representative for sure. But he is definitely like speaking out. He's gone to the press about it and everything to say, you know, somebody need to look into this because it's not right. And he's not wrong.
Now I'm gonna say
You
this.
know?
At the end of the day, and I want to say this, and I want to touch bases with everybody out here. If you ever get a chance, take a moment, go to the government website and look at the legislation that's being passed in your area. Understand that there's always things evolving. And if you don't understand politics and you don't understand law and legislation, you're just as much as behind, just like you being in jail, but you're just in a free world. Because you'll look up and realize that there are certain things that you won't be able to do anymore. And that should be an importance to you people as Americans. Understand what your law and government is doing, and they should not have too much power. And understand that absolute power breeds corruption, and breeds corruption absolute. So I want y'all to understand that. Y'all go tap in. Y'all go look at some of these on this government website, and y'all start looking and understanding that there are people for you and there are people against you, and understand what the significance of politics plays in your education and your economic value in America. Y'all understand that. But I wanted to talk about this too. I wanted to get up in this too, man. This is what's going on right now in the H Town, man. Sauce Walka shaking up H Town with facts over fiction. Sauce Walka says the drip started with him and he brought flavor to the rappers' wardrobes. And he also speaks on the old heads not putting on the youth. And I want to ask this question. If y'all agree or do y'all disagree, I really want to know what's up with it. You know what I'm saying? I really want to
And
know what's
Sauce
up with it.
Walker is the fashionista of the niggas. Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna say this. The man has been putting on, and the man is stylish. I have to give him his props. As far as the youth situation, I do have to agree with him. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about it, and I might rant on that, but I really want to get into that tonight. But I want to know your take, and then I'll go on that.
About Sauce Walka? I don't
You
like
said,
Sauce Walka, so
what did he
I
do to
don't
you?
like
I'm
Sauce
listening.
Walka. He
What
didn't do
happened?
anything to me personally. It's just, you know how you don't really have to know a person or be around a person, but it's just something about them that just makes you tick. Like he's that for me. It's just something about him that just irritates me. I don't know if it's the way he talk or his manage of how he get his money, or I don't really know. I just know that I don't like him.
Well, let me give
I'm
a
telling
little.
you.
Well, let me give it a little example. I'm gonna go over what he said, and I'm gonna play both parts, and I want you to tell me what you think. And this is just me, and I just want to go over it. Now, this was
I've
some of the
seen
first
clips.
thing that he
I know what you're
talked
talking
about.
about. I just don't like him.
Hold on, let me go to it real quick so I can play this for the audience so they can see.
This hoe was wearing tall t-shirts. Y'all niggas wear jerseys and shit. Nigga, Mo, hey, Killer Corleone, I love you to death. But I don't know why you dropped that motherfucker mean comment. Killer, I ain't never seen you wear a $10,000 outfit in my life. I love you to death. I never seen you wear no motherfucking piece. I never seen you wear a $7,000 jacket. I never seen you wear a one of one rich guard outfit from top to bottom from an exclusive designer. Rich, I never seen you do it. Chill out, Killer. That jersey shit that you be doing and little Nike shoes, that shit is easy than the bitch. I've been doing that shit since you been doing that shit. You can't fuck with me addressing cars, nothing. No, let's line that shit up. The fashion is about everything. Your jewelry, your cars, your clothes, the pieces that you have, how exotic and how hard the pieces are to get. Y'all niggas ain't running around this hoe with no pieces. Nigga, Sauce Walka, J Stone, Rich Guard, Cashmere. Them the only niggas that I could say was wearing designer when I was wearing designer. Nigga, y'all niggas weren't wearing Balenciaga arenas. Me and Jay Stone are the first niggas in Houston to have Balenciaga arenas on, nigga. This is a fact, nigga. First niggas with all these matching cars and jewelry and hopping out with these. You niggas never had a deal with no designer brand. Nigga, I had Buscemi endorsement, real contract, paid. Supreme endorsement, real contract, paid. Photo shoots. MCM, I ain't even clear the deal because I didn't want that on my name for people to say, yeah, walk with MCM. Nigga, I had an MCM contract that I denied. Y'all niggas can't dress like this shit, man. Listen, bro. Payday, Social Man,
I wouldn't say that it bothers me because I don't give a fuck, but I feel that it bothers people in the city, not just me. When you talk about Houston, why is Lil Jeremy not performing? Why is Lil Jeremy never performed at what's that shit called?
The rodeo.
The rodeo. That's what I'm saying. It's so not significant to the streets and the core of us that we be forgetting what that shit is. But why is Lil Jeremy not performing there? Why is Fastlane not performing there? Why is Maxo Cream not performing there? Why is Cartel Bo not performing there? Why is D-Baby not performing there? Why, not just Sauce Walka.
And I want to take y'all back, and I want y'all to hear when I got on this, and I wanted to bring this footage back because this has been said a long time, and this was from the past, and I want to play this last little bit so you can understand the grievances that I actually am understanding from their perspective. I want y'all to check this out.
Do you know how fucking live it'll be to look at World Star and see a young 19-year-old nigga and be like, oh, that's Slim Thug nigga. Oh, them niggas going. Oh, that's that's such nigga. Oh, that's one of them. Oh yeah, they trick. Yeah, we'll never have it. We get to watch all the other cities do it. Niggas want something down here. Niggas on some whole shit down here, bro. But we get to watch every other city in America help their young niggas get rich, and the young niggas help everybody else get rich, and everybody help everybody else get rich. Hell, Chicago even came together on some shit. LA, New York, You feel me? In all these cities, when they got a buzz or somebody going, they whole city push the artists. We don't have that in Houston because we have hate and whole niggas that don't want nobody in the spotlight but them. If they not putting them in the spotlight, then it's not worth it to them, bro. And that ain't right. That's why the game stuck where it said.
And every time I hit the block, I be like, motherfucker, flying. I done dropped the top.
I got a question specifically for the older generation of Houston, man. Specifically for the older generation of Houston that helps set the tone to what Houston hip hop is. Where would you be without DJ Screw putting you in position? Where would you be without Michael Watts, Swisher House putting you niggas in position? Where the fuck would you be? Cause niggas was doing CDs too on their own, but they was still on them Swisher Houses. They was still on them motherfucking DJ Screws. So where would you be if Screw would have said, man, you gotta get it on your own? To the young niggas, to you niggas, when you niggas was young. Where would you be if Michael Watts told you niggas, hey man, you got to get there on your own, man? What the fuck would you niggas be, bro? And you trying to sit here and tell me, well, that's right, bro. That ain't right, bro. And I'm done with it, bro. We can get together, have a meeting, and talk how we can reconstruct the city and do some shit Pimp talking about, because you niggas not living up to our legends like Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? Like goddamn DJ Screwing them, bro. Y'all got to come on with it.
The whole block to the motherfucking knots turn into two pots. I see it all the way I hit the damn mall and I just free range ball.
Oh, wait, man. Houston, Texas, man, my city that I love. I see is fired up with this little sensitive, touchy subject and conversation going on in the city right now. And I think, if I don't mind myself, I'm definitely qualified to speak on this. When actually, I'm the first young Texas artist, Houston artist to speak on this situation with OGs and sharing opportunities and signing niggas and, you know what I'm saying, opening doors for artists after us. But every time I used to do this shit and speak on it, I used to ruffle feathers and people's feelings get hurt. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, I'm way past this shit now, and I always be speaking up on shit. Should I speak up on this? Or should I just let Houston, y'all figure this out yourself? Should I speak on it? Cause one thing we know about TSL, man, we've been young big homies since we came in, man. I've been signing artists, putting artists on, giving artists platforms, and I ain't never had a record deal, and I ain't looking for one on Sauce.
I ain't gonna even lie though. Niggas still out here talking about some old niggas putting, why old niggas ain't put them on in Houston. Don't tell me y'all niggas still, man. That's crazy. One more motherfucking thing for the record. Man, this is Splash Town, Texas, man. This is not Atlanta. The OG rap niggas out here ain't like the OG rap niggas out there, man. So stop trying to make these niggas like you. You want that?
Check this out, man. Let's clear this up, kid. Check this out. I don't know what the fuck going on with the, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the dude on the blog. I don't know him. I don't know where they coming from with all this. But I don't even care, though, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, look, if you from Houston, I got love for you, period. You know what I'm saying? That's just what that is. I feel like we on the same team, whether you play sports, whether you do whatever you do. If you from Houston, I got love for you. Much love, much success. I feel like we on the same team. I ain't got no reason to try to knock nobody down or not help nobody. If I know you and you hit my line, I'm happy to help people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to dig in my pocket or nothing, but I will help you in, you know, some advice. Or if I like your music, I'll do a song with you, whatever that may be. But that's it, though. If you H-Town, I got nothing but love for you. I don't know how this all came about. I'm confused.
I'm gonna speak on this situation, and there's some ways that we can carry it. And Sauce Walka talk about this, as far as the rodeo scene and as far as that's concerned. I honestly, in my heart of hearts, believe that just because you sit back and you observe and you have the knowledge and the education and you have all of these things going right for you, and I'm talking about from the OG perspective, that one thing that should be adapted, and I want y'all to look me in the mirror, and I'm standing on my own when I say this, as a person that has been around these people and these figures, there should be some type of connection. But right now in Houston, there is so much talent coming to this city. And when I say coming into the city, meaning they're starting to sprout out and do some great things. Little Jeremy, the real B Banks, these are people that I posted on my platform, and I'm not that big. And when I say that, it's because it's not that I'm doing it just because, it's because I like the music and I respect what they doing. You know what I'm saying? I've been around a long time, and I've been around in the music industry. My platform ain't even that big, and I've sent that love and that respect to everybody around Houston. You know what I'm saying? You might have had just 500 likes or 500 views or whatever, but if I reposted it, I done reposted stuff people from East Coast to the West Coast. I'm talking about, shout out to Trap God Lido, shout out to everybody that Jay Watts, who's an R&B singer. Shout out to Adrian Marcel, who's already got an established platform discovered by Raphael Zadig that I done tapped in with. I done tapped in with a lot of people on my platform, and it ain't even that big. And it does not cost much to hit. It does not cost you a run red cent to hit that repost. But as far as what Sauce Walka was talking about, seeing these other artists perform, and I heard what other people are saying, cool. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to put your arm around them. There's no way, as a person that I've been in this media podcast shit, that I have not sent love to. And I'm not even that big. And when I understand about Sauce Walka, he is telling the truth. There is a lot of secret hate. Sitting back and doing nothing is just like sitting back and saying something, especially when you know it's coming directly from your city. Understand this. Sauce Walka and did a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? He done took his brand and then made it worldwide. I mean, he done went to the West Coast, to the East Coast. He's getting love from every which way, but from the H. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to stand on this when I say this. When Travis Scott was coming up, I've been fucking with Travis Scott. Love him as an artist. Nobody was fucking with him from the city. And you know what he did? That nigga, nobody thought that he would ever blow. But let me tell you something. One thing I know is I'm an eye for talent. And let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Just like when D-Dash made that song Hardaway, I knew he was going to eventually blow. You know how I know that? Because he lost his momentum when Slim Duncan died and he was signed over there to Waka Flock and Brick Squad. See, a lot of people don't know that. See, I was behind the scenes a long time ago. And I knew he was going to eventually blow because guess what? He was singing and rapping long before Drake ever came around into the scene like he did. And I can tell you who else before that. Max B out there from 140th. I was around. See, I knew talent and I always showed them niggas love. But in this city right here, it's a lot of people that sit back and just want you to just probably just fade away into obscurity instead of helping you. And one of the blueprints that I learned from was Gucci Man when he was reaching out to everybody, doing songs with everybody. Took the Migos, took Pee Wee Longway, took Rich Homie Quan, took Chief Keef, took Young Dolph. He did music with everybody across the board to keep himself relevant. And he did it out of love and respect. And I don't see that. There's no way in this city. There's no way in this city that Power Wow should only be doing records all over the place. Trey should just be doing records. You know what I'm saying? It should be a surefire connection to all of these upcoming artists. And as far as performing at the rodeo, I know it's a family-friendly event, but goddamn, can you bring one of these dudes up on the stage so people can get some relevancy? It's more than the little Kikis and Slim Thugs, man. And this is not no disrespect to them. But we need more other people out here. It's way more other people out here got the city on fire. It's way more people. You got Big X the Plug down the street in Dallas. Luau Cinder. There should be a lot of music being pumped from these youngsters through these old heads. But they not showing them that love. And they not showing them that giving them their flowers. A lot of them feel like they too lost and too gone anyway. And that's that same sucker old man ass shit that the other generation had previously before us. I feel like we should be actually collaborating and doing shit together. Shout out to even the comedians, man. Christopher Maine, hold up, met him, good solid dude. You know what I'm saying? That damn Monty, he don't have to ask me anything. Hey, he sent it in my inbox. I'm reposting that shit. Anything that I might have missed, I'm reposting it. We ain't got time. We trying to build some shit. And if you along with the culture and you along with the movement, do the shit that Pimp C talked about. When we sat there and looked at that source and we seen Mike Jones and everybody standing as a united front, why the fuck we don't have a resurgence of that now? You niggas let that shit die when Pimp C died. And I'll stand on it and say it. It's a lot of bunch of fraudulent and fuck shit that these old heads doing with these youngsters. And I ain't scared to say it. And I stand on it. If a nigga asks me to stand on it, I lay on it. I see the sucker shit. I done see how niggas jumped on stage and the nigga won't even put his arm around them, or a nigga won't even just get out there with him just to show that love. Man, a lot of that shit is a bunch of sucking hate shit around the H-Town, bro. And Sauce Walka said it, and Cartel both said it, Maxo Cream said it, and a lot of them other niggas said it. I don't want them niggas to be around me. And Travis Scott did the decency of saying that y'all niggas, that's how y'all gonna treat me. Well, fuck y'all. I don't have to deal with y'all either. He went on to a whole nother level and ain't never looked back. Shout out to Travis Scott, man. For real, man. Travis Scott, continue doing your thing. Hold on the city when there's other shit moving and evolving in all these other cities around America, man.
dog world when it comes to having being in the music industry, period. As far as this city goes. Um there were there are a lot of people coming into the game. I mean, but does it leave Houston? That's the biggest part. You know what I'm saying? You might be known. Lil Jeremy is known here. You know what I'm saying? My baby daddy is known here. It's a couple of rappers that's known right here, whether it's for the music or just on some street shit. It's just to a point where who trying to help them get away from here? A lot of them don't got the money to get up out of here and do that unless they hustle. They gotta hustle their way up out of here. But then when I hustle my way up out of here, who do I leave behind? I leave my kids. You leave stuff behind. So that goes back to a dream deferred. You know what I'm saying? You can want all my baby daddy been rapping since he was 10. Made a mixtape at 14.
But
Made
it's
another, like he been making mixtapes forever. He part
but,
of the rejects right now.
but you
But
know,
does he get away from here?
but and I hate to say this, but sometimes you got to get outside the city.
You
And
have to.
and it's crazy because
But it's somebody got to be able to afford that. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
but listen,
Like somebody can put you on. Trey built a whole bond of people.
and that's what I'm saying. Trey
Now
doing
what?
songs with Mozzie, you know what I'm saying? Like in the shit
My baby
jam.
daddy
And
got songs with Ozzy.
see,
That's what I'm saying. He paid for them. He paid for it, but what now? You know what I'm saying? You went and you went to every hood you can find and you collaborated all the people that nobody wanted to sign. Nobody wanted because they cuss too much or they just too grimy.
okay,
Nobody want, but you put all these people together and then you put them on the album. And I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I don't know too many of my baby daddy songs, but the whole hard. Not gonna lie. He hard.
but I
The
still
album, the rejects is hard. But you gotta be able to get it out of here. Get it out of here. Other than saying, hey, if somebody having a party and wanna book them, let me know. Can book they own fucking party. Who's gonna get them the fuck up out of here? You know what I'm
and,
saying? Because they don't
and
got it to get themselves.
let me talk.
You was my stand.
Well, let me do this. I'm gonna talk to these young artists and shout out to everybody that's in the age, the youngsters, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this. You don't just have to shop. Red Cafe said this, and I said this with Trap Garlito out of Miami. You know, he's out there with gunplay in them. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. Real music don't get played on the radio. Real music gets played everywhere. And understand that concept. You do not have to go to the radio. You can get your music played on TV series, movies, commercials, different things like that. You can write and be able to hone your skills in a lot of things. Just like I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Pusha T, who wrote the theme for Arby's. We have the meats. You know what I'm saying? You could go into different avenues. Don't let rap on the radio be your main thing. Man, you could go into
Yeah,
different
but
business endeavors.
I get that. I get that. I swear I do. But what if that's all I got? What if rap I thought was my way out? It was supposed to do what football and basketball did for other people.
Right.
This was supposed to be my way to help me help my family, help me take care of my kids. This was supposed to be my way out. It probably started off as a hobby. You know, I can freestyle and beat on the table real good in the cafeteria. It probably started off as a hobby, but now it's not. Now somebody then told me I'm good at this. So I'ma give it all I got every time. But it still ain't getting me nowhere. And I don't have the means of putting my face in front of the people who got it. Or I don't, it's people who don't really want to help me that say they gon' help me, but don't help me.
Uh,
Does that make sense?
to your Baba Daddy right now. I want you to him to play. I want you to play this message. Play this back for him. Understand something. Stay focused, stay consistent, and stay relentless on what you're doing because eventually you're gonna hit a target somewhere. Listen to me. If you doing what you doing and you mastering what you doing, you're a master of your domain. Stay focused. I guarantee if you're focused, you're going to eventually hit something. And when you focus in and you lock in, I'm telling you, it works every time. As much as most people think that my platform ain't that huge, ain't that big, the first thing I say to them is fuck them because I never stopped what I was doing and I never stopped believing in myself because at the end of the day, I got me. You know what I'm saying? I'm invested in me. Nobody's going to do me better than me. So when I'm able to see that in people, I'm telling you, the right time, it's execution, consistency. There's no such thing as luck. It's going to happen. And let me tell you something. As much as I done probably got lowly or said, damn, you know what I'm saying? This ain't working. That ain't working. Man, it's somebody else that I never knew was watching. Said, hey, man, I know you. I recognize you from somewhere. I say, well, I got a podcast. That's where it is. And I would never imagine this person remembering me, who I am, just watching me or pass by or somebody that reposted something that I said. So trust and believe. Long as I'm locking in, because like I said, I'm going to be back tonight. Thursday, this is popping this year. It's all about me. I done sacrificed and gave a lot to others and trying to give to myself. This year it's all about me. It's all about my podcast and taking my crew with me. And believe you me, I'm not even on the top yet. But if Shano got an opportunity or a business opportunity, I'm gonna make sure I put it to the forefront. If Tim got an opportunity, I'm bringing it to the forefront. If Joe got an opportunity, I'm bringing it to the forefront. You know why? Because we all we got. I can't look around and say, oh, okay, I can want better over there. But guess what? I'm willing to move collectively and I want to move right. Like Rick Ross say, I don't want to move fast. I want to move right. Because guess what? When I'm in that opportunity and them boys say, hey, man, we cutting you a $30 million, $20 million check, by all means. I have to remember the people that I started with. I have to remember the people that I grew with. And I stayed consistent and I stayed focused. And I'm telling you, shout out to all new artists in the H-Town, man. You got a lot of love and you got a lot of respect from me. I know I was going on a little bit of a rant there. You know what I'm saying? I
That
want,
meant something to you.
huh?
That meant something to you.
That who?
That meant something to you.
Yeah, it meant something to me because I used to want to be a rapper and I didn't sound like nobody from H-Town. And I can out rap half these old rap niggas to this day. And
Mhm.
if anybody want to challenge me, come on, we'll put our
I don't think
16s
they
together
do.
and we can make it happen.
I
Trust
don't.
me.
I think that all old rappers should stay old rappers.
Shout out to the
I,
OGs too, man.
I think
Y'all some
everybody
busters,
needs to
but
get
but
their
but
spots
shout
and
out to y'all
figure it
too
out.
though. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Them old school, I'm gonna come down and I'm gonna swing. Man, that shit is done, man. That shit is over with. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit no more.
I
You know what
mean,
I'm
I
saying?
still listen to that. But
For nostalgia.
then
For
again, no, but I grew up with those.
yeah,
Like my cousins and my brothers, like, yeah, like Lil Kiki used to be at my auntie house and stuff. Like,
I mean, listen.
there was some,
That
but like those are regular people for me. being around Lil Kiki and the Hershey Will Hardheads
Man, look
and
here.
all
I'ma
of them,
come
like
down,
Big
I'ma
Mo, all of that.
swing,
I still
I'ma
listen to
come
that.
through.
My
Listen, I'm a
favorite
Swisher House
song is
fan.
Lil Troy Wanna Be a Baller. Like
I'm,
I literally know this song word for word.
I'm a
I literally had people singing that song to me last year for my birthday.
I'm a Swisher House fan. Listen to me.
So
I'm never
I
gonna.
am
I
I am
love them.
like 100% Swisher House. Like that, I love that. That's my shit all the way around. I take nothing from it.
But I'm gonna
But
say
I'm
this,
saying that they're all either dead or sitting down somewhere.
man.
You have to
Listen to
let them
me.
be.
Let me tell you something. When I
I
hear
love
that,
that they all came together recently though.
when I
Mike
hear,
B and them, that was amazing.
listen, when I hear that old school, I listen to it for nostalgia from time to time. But when I hear that, I'm coming down, I'm a swing. You know what I hear when I hear that? Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ring time gal. That it's old, man. That shit is done, man. You know
See,
what,
nobody in this era
man?
should be saying
Listen,
that.
listen to me. You want to hear shit like this?
I won't doubt it, he won't mislead all his followers. Praying on the process, mind and spirit. Feel like I'm floating in my prime time. One life, live it right now. One life, live it in.
Hey, Travis be doing this thing, man. Shout out to Travis Scott, man. That nigga shit make you want to move, man. Man, listen to me. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. When I seen Travis Scott perform at that stadium and have that motherfucker lit off that motherfucking track right there, I'm talking about, man, you ain't never seen no shit like this, man. You ain't never seen the energy in that crowd is crazy, man. It, it's just it's a different feeling, and I don't know, it just energizes you. You know what I'm saying? And the
Mhm.
reason why I say
I don't
that
know.
is,
I think because I'm a real nigga at heart,
oh, here we go, man.
certain stuff just don't appease me.
Oh man, come
I
on.
am.
Stop.
I'm a
Listen,
real
okay,
nigga
and,
first,
and listen, and I'm gonna tell you why,
and a
and I'm gonna
bad
tell
bitch directly afterwards. You
in the,
know.
Sou- in the South. Listen to me, the South while splashing, spilling, man. That shit is you, man. Come on, man.
I
You
did
can't.
like his verse on the Megan Thee Stallion song. I did like his verse. He ate that one up.
Man, come
Definitely.
on, man.
But he's just not a on my playlist type person for me. For me.
Shout out to the Sauce Factory. Listen to me. Shout out to the Sauce Factory. Sosa, man. You know what I'm saying? Sancho, peso. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Sauce God himself, Sauce Walka, man. Shout out to them boys, man. They be doing their thing. But I want to say this too. And I want you to check this out. You tell me what you think of this, man. And I want you to be honest. And I want you to reverse and ask me. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I'm honest on my podcast. I want you to talk this situation right here. Rapper Dang DeMoss sues after Lyft after denied ride. The driver told Dang DeMoss that she would not fit in his sedan and his tires wouldn't be able to handle her weight.
Mm.
Now, I'm gonna play this for the audience so they can see, so they can know exactly what was going on. And here's the news coverage right here.
Tonight on The Edge, a Detroit rapper is going viral for something other than her music.
Fans know her as Dank DeMoss, and they're fuming after a Lyft driver allegedly denied her a ride because of her size. And Fox News' Jessica Dupnack is live in Detroit with this story. And my goodness, tell us how this all unfolded here, Jessica.
Well, it all unfolded on video. Deja Banlane whipped out her phone when this all happened. Now, the Lyft driver, he was kind enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have.
I've been in cars smarter than that, you know.
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
Every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
You know what? I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal, and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can. I really want people to see, like, what we go through as bigger people, you know?
We did reach out to Lyft. They did not get back with us in time for this story. Now, Lyft, Uber, those rideshare companies, they can refuse passengers based on a perceived security threat. But according to Deja's attorneys, you cannot discriminate based on someone's weight. It's very clear in that cell phone video. That is why he denied her ride. Reporting live on Detroit's west side, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
And because these Lyft drivers, their own personal rides, I mean, they turn people away, but they have some discretion, you're saying, but when it comes to some of these protected liberties, no.
That is what the attorneys are saying, and they said they had enough to file suit. They have filed that lawsuit, and Lyft has been served, but we will see what happens. We'll stay in touch with Deja.
Yeah, it's interesting because you said so many people came forward after this, so clearly it's an issue out there right now. Thanks, Jessica.
Well, I want to know your honest opinion.
My honest opinion?
Your honest opinion.
Honestly.
Honesty is the best policy. Talk to me.
That they not damn wrong. Big girls are not supposed to be in certain cars. Neon, Focuses, Nissan Sentras, Darts. They not supposed to be in certain cars. Like Toyota Corolla, you're not supposed to be in certain cars. That is that driver's personal vehicle. After I get you up out of here, I still gotta go to the stove. I still gotta go wash my clothes. I still got stuff to do. I still have life to live. Meaning, if you get your 500 pounds in my back seat and you pop my tires, are you gonna pay for these tires? No, you're gonna call you another ride. When they told you that you was finna get that little bitty whatever that car was, and then you was going to have to get in the back seat, she wasn't gonna fit in the back seat anyway, unless they pull the front seat up. She knew that, but she was trying to be cheap, so she was trying to take the economy vehicle. No, baby, you need a full size car, black truck. She is black truck material, and if you don't want to ride the bus. That's still public transportation too. She out of line. That's all I'm saying.
There's
She out of line.
There's so much to.
And all the other fat girls who going along with it is out of line too. Cause y'all know y'all ain't supposed to be in them cars either.
I think
it needs to be a weight capacity. And they only doing that shit because they in that city, in that state, and they know they can fight it. She wasn't go nowhere. No, big girl, you're not getting in my back seat and had the back of my car, my bumper trailing on the ground for the next 30 to 50 miles, trying to take you where you gotta go. She can go on there and file discrimination if she wants to. Okay.
Man, look
But
here.
who's gonna fix my car? Because Lyft is not gonna fix my car. This vehicle is still on me.
I'm gonna say this.
What you think?
Honestly, I think her fat ass needed a goddamn Excel lift. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Let me tell you something.
Nobody is wrong.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with you. We live in the land of the fuck shit, and we always looking for ways to sue. We're always looking for a way out, an easy way out. And I feel like this situation right here at hand is just the
It's stupid.
just to
It's
be,
stupid.
it wrote itself. It wrote itself. And let me tell you something. At the end of the day, man, you got
No
to take care of
punchline needed.
yourself. Man, listen, man, you got to be healthy, man. Come on now. Now, we gonna. I hope it ain't no excuses about no bullshit about well, you can't do this
I'm
and you
not even
can't
gonna
do that,
say I'm not
man.
even a fat girl.
Me
I
neither.
love fat girls. I was a fat girl. I was just 210 a year ago. I'm not bashing her. I'm just saying that you know your limitations. You know what you can and can't do. Just because you put on a tube top and you say you are body positive does not mean that you wasn't supposed to put that on. Just because you go get a tattoo on your stomach like you Tupac does not mean you supposed to show it every chance you get. I'm not bashing her. I'm just saying she knew that
Let me
if
tell.
she would have sat in the back seat of that car, she would not have fit. You know, when you get in that car, fuck whether the back tires would have went down, whether the bumper would have been scratching, anything. You know that when you sit down, you have to gap your legs for your stomach to hang right there. You
Yeah.
know that you need room to breathe. So how you was finna get in that back seat and you know that you was not, your knees was gonna have to be pushed up, which means your stomach was gonna have to be pushed up, which means you was not gonna be able to breathe. Come on now, keep rocking with me.
I'm gonna tell you this, man. Listen. And I'm like I say, man, I love big girls too, but in this situation, I felt like there was some dissension going on with this lawsuit, and I believe at the end of the day, man, you got to be honorable. And just for you to come on, man, and now all of a sudden everybody wants to come out like it's a Me Too movement. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I hate that
saying?
shit.
Like, man, it's like, oh
Hate
man,
that.
here we go, man. Because now they're gonna change. Lyft is gonna start changing the rules now. See,
I hate that.
when one person does something that's erratic, now
Now
they
they
have
feel like they gotta overcompensate for everybody else.
yeah, and I don't think Lyft is gonna do that. I think it's gonna be at the discretion of the driver. They're gonna start changing the rules. So now you're gonna be forced into a situation, and 9 times out of 10, some businesses care about the consumer, but in this case, this is gonna be such a big debacle. They're gonna say, you know what? We're gonna have for this amount of you have to fit this much poundage to get this
Yeah,
type of
like to put a
vehicle.
weight class on the car.
They finna start put
That's
weighting classes on
crazy.
cars now, man. And that and
That's
all
crazy.
behind that. And that's where I say, man, we doing ourselves a disservice because we looking
This
for
bitch
an
didn't
easy
have no
way
business
out.
in the backseat of the car. Period.
Man,
She
listen,
wasn't gonna fit in the front and she wasn't gonna fit in the back.
man.
So we standing here on the camera and you looking at the front and the back door at the same time.
Oh
There's
yeah.
not enough space for her to fit back there.
Oh no.
There wasn't enough room for her to fit back there. So she called that economy car, knowing that you need a full size of bigger.
Shout out to the big
Like your clothes.
now. I want to talk
She
about
knows she
this.
can't go on Forever 21 and get a pair of pants. Why would she go and get an economy car? That's stupid. I don't like that.
Now look.
Dropping people fired from live just because they told her.
Now I want to go ahead and drop this last one on you, man. This healthcare worker under fire for twerking on patient. Is there anything off limits when it comes to acting civilized or overacting ghetto? I gotta ask this question, and I'm gonna let people see exactly what I was talking about in this situation. I'm finna roll the tape. Check it out.
Right now, it's a video that's going viral of me, the healthcare worker that's dancing on top of her patient's head. It's not what it is. Trust and believe. All I gotta say for now is angles play a big part, but we're gonna get into that another time. Okay? A lot of people in the comments talking about sex, just all type of dumb, non-verbal. Trust and believe he's verbal, and if he's not verbal to his kins, then I don't know what's going on over there. But around here, he be verbal, and I got proof. What you say?
Can I get my hug?
You want to get a hug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, mama.
He looks very aware and comfortable to me, so y'all need to stop jumping to conclusions. Even though, yeah, I do see how he look, but trust me, it's not that. Enough is enough. Stay tuned. Right now, it's a video that's going viral of me, the healthcare worker that's dancing on top.
What do you think?
I think she didn't like her job.
You say you what?
I think she didn't like her job.
She didn't like her job? I don't think she did either, man. And
Why would she do
congratulations,
that?
because she got fired. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And at the end of the day, in that type of situation, which is not funny at all, like why would you do something stupid like that?
Yeah, that's
And
stupid.
can we, and I'm saying this, we've seen so many people in the medical field get fired over like just TikTok challenges and things like that. Why do we continuously put ourselves at a disadvantage? Because I don't know. I feel like right now human beings need a PR person before they go to do something. Consult with the PR person before they do it. Like, does this make sense? Okay, will this get me arrested? Okay, will this get me fired? Will this get me terminated? Like,
You don't
there
need
should,
a PR person if you already know that.
huh?
You don't need a PR person if you already know that.
But some man, I believe honestly, people don't know.
You see people get fired all the time. I can see if they got fired from not doing nothing bad for real, but you see these people, like all them nurses and medical assistants who was getting fired from making TikToks at work, talking about the COVID people, uh, showing certain stuff, doing the dances because they should have been working. They got them fired out there.
And
So why would you make yourself another one? You didn't want your job. You
I'm
didn't
gonna
like your job very much.
say this. I think to anybody, and I'm talking to the youth, please consider yourself in anything and everything that you do that you're gonna put out here in social media world. It can determine whether you get fired or you get hired or personally terminated. You know what I'm saying? In any given a reprimand or whatever, you have to understand that we are living in a different realm, and companies, corporations are looking at you point blank. Period. And if you must understand this, if understand one thing, that one social media post can make you or break you. Period.
Yep.
Shadow, any shout out you want to give tonight, man?
I don't like nobody. No, I'm just playing. No, y'all, for real. Y'all know I have this nonprofit, so of course, I've been revamping my calendar and putting everything on my calendar. So just follow my nonprofit, Road to Resilience on Instagram or Road of Resilience on Facebook. And then we have a lot to offer this year. If you need any help with resumes, job findings, any of that, we helping with that. We having a mommy and me vision board party coming up the weekend of Mother's Day. We have a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff happening. My birthday is Sunday, so that's the only reason why nothing has happened yet because I don't have my birthday. So yeah, I'm doing big things with that. Still trying to do the bed distribution and stuff, trying to get stuff in line with that. So follow me. Shano Finance on Instagram. Business name is Road to Resilience on Instagram, Road of Resilience on Facebook.
Man, listen. We doing it big this year. Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? 8 o'clock. Thursday, 8 o'clock. There's always something happening. We're gonna give our honest opinion on it. Like I say, man, shout out to Timbo, shout out to Keno, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Joe, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn Jody Breeze always in the building. Shout out to them, man. And I want to say this too. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I got something for y'all. Got something for y'all. If y'all just take a moment, just a little moment, just a little moment, just a little moment. I'm right back. I'm right back. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ever get a chance, man, I got the merch. Definitely. I got the t-shirts up, man. We rocking and rolling. We doing our thing. Man, I got the t-shirts. I got the polos. I got the Henleys. You know what I'm saying? The hats are coming this weekend. So we doing our thing, man. We taking over the city like we supposed to. And if you got anything or a problem, man, drop a comment. Let me know. Like, subscribe, share. We doing this every Tuesday, Thursday at 8. And if for anything that I said on this program, if you got a problem with it, you know you can at me. I have an Instagram. Let's Yap About It Podcast. Let's Yap About It Podcast 2.0. DM me directly. I don't care. Personally, I don't give a fuck.
Is
And
you
I'm going to
trying to
say what I
fight?
say. Huh?
Are you trying to fight?
No. If anybody has a
Cause
discrepancy with
those
what I
sound like
say.
fight words.
No, it ain't no fight words. I stand on what I say. And if anybody asks if I stand on it, I lay on it.
Cause when we was younger, and somebody say if anybody got a problem with it, that means you trying to tussle.
Hey, at the end of the day, I'm willing to go far and beyond on what I say and what I stand on. So if
All
anybody got a
right.
problem with
We
it,
all
man, hey,
we
you
know
already know
it's
what time
rumbling in
it
the
is.
streets.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bro, hey, man, I'm grown and I put my pants on like everybody else, but I just wanted to stand up for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Of me being an extended olive branch to them youngsters to let them know that they got somebody that's in the OG game that really respects them, cares about them, and want to see them win and shine and get rich too, just like I am too, man. Shout out to them for real. Now comes to the part of the program when I do Rob's 2 cents. And I want to tap in with everybody real quick. And I want to bring this too. Before I go, and I want to say this real quick. I want to bring this word, triangulation, right? Triangulation. Rather than communicating directly with the person they are in conflict with, they will send communications supporting his or her case through a third party in an attempt to make themselves more credible. I want you to understand something about me, man, and why I'm using this for as an example. I want y'all to start using these words and start looking at these different things that I break down because there's a lot of people in this world that don't want to see you get ahead. Let me tell you something, and it has to do with my 2 cents right here, right? If your ego runs you, then your ego will ruin you. And that has correlation to everything about what I'm about to say about triangulation. When somebody ego is so big, they will triangulate around you to spread vicious, nasty rumors, negative things to support whatever it is that they got to say. Because guess what? They might have bet on you. They might have bet against you. They might have said that you wasn't going to be successful. They might have said that you wasn't going to win. They might have said that anything that is of a positive that they said negative about you, they may try to formulate it so that it can make them look right. Hence what I talked about in this rap game. Hence what I talked about when I was talking about the youth actually trying to make it in this music industry. And it's a lot of people around them triangulating that really don't want to see them successful. I say that. And the reason why I say that is because I seen it happen in my own eyes. My own 2 eyes that witnessed a lot of sucker shit. A lot of people that shake hands with people and really don't give a fuck about them. Understand, this is the program where we get down to the nitty gritty and only straight facts. Rest in peace to Pimp C. He taught me a lot. And like I told y'all, when I said, specifically when I seen that source picture, when I seen everybody standing united, where the fuck does everybody in H-Town stand right now? And understand that it's a lot of egos in this city. And a lot of egos are running them, and a lot of those egos are ruining them and ruining their opportunities so that they can get back out here in the game. Shout out to Power Wow. Shout out to him, man, that done a lot of music with a lot of artists across the board, man. He don't care. Shout out to Lil Flip. He shows a lot of love in the city because he don't care. Shout out to Zero, who's always giving opportunity, man. Shout out to them boys, man. Them boys continue to make the city look great and putting these youngsters on. I'm saying what I say because I believe in what I say. And if anybody got a problem with it, then oh well. But then it needs to change then. Definitely needs to change. You already know who it is. It's Rod the Problem. I just wanted to say that, man. Don't let nobody triangulate around your blessings. Don't let nobody triangulate around your opportunities and things like that to deter you from it. Understand, I'm talking to you youngsters. Man, I believe in y'all. Y'all gonna be great. D-Baby, all y'all. Real B Banks, Lou Alcindor, man. I'm talking about everybody, man. Shout out to the D-Town. I love him. 52 Savage, man. The one that put this song together for my mix. I mean, not for my mixtape, but for my intro. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking with him a very long time. One of the first people to reach out to me, man. One of the first person to put on my merch and show me love out of Dallas. Dallas, my second home. I fuck with him real tough and I fuck with him real heavy. Shout out to everybody out there in Dallas, man, that's making their moves and making their noise, man. Shout out to Asteroid. Shout out to my boy Josh V, man. I got to give him some love, man. He always comes through for me, man. It ain't no big eyes and little U's in this industry, man. I love each and every one of you and every view that I get. I don't care if I get 1 or 2 views. I'm very humbled and I'm very appreciative of it. But yeah, man, y'all take this episode. Y'all send this to who y'all need to send it to. Send this episode for motivational purposes, because a lot of our youngsters need it, because they could be doing something else. Shout out to them for real, man. I love y'all, man, for real. Thursday, we're going to be back live, full in effect. You know what I'm saying? We're going to definitely be doing our thing. And I just want to say this, and I want to bring this to y'all attention. Don't never, ever stop believing in yourself. Everybody. It's the beginning of the year. Take the time, grind, stay consistent, do what you do, and most of all, stay locked into some of the things that you want to do. It's a beautiful world out here. It's full of opportunity. It's full of a lot of things that's going to put you at advantage. I want to see everybody grow this year. I want to see everybody take advantage and do some things and create a path and a lane for themselves. Y'all deserve that more than ever. Y'all do. And I don't want to see nobody lack thereof in anything. I want to see y'all win as much as possible. I love y'all. I respect y'all. And most of all, I want to see y'all win. I really do want to see y'all win, because a lot of y'all don't understand that y'all are the motivation behind what I do. A lot of y'all carry a lot of the positivity and energy that goes into these shows, man. I appreciate y'all. And man, listen to me, man. I wanted to bring something back, and I wanted to bring something. When I talk about love and loyalty, I like to talk about certain things, because these things make us and create us and put us at a better advantage. And I wanted to bring this to an attention, man. Listen to me. I want to end this show tonight on somebody that talks about love, loyalty, and most of all, that respect. That discipline, dedication, and determination came from this none other, one of the greats, you know what I'm saying, of our time, Jadakiss. This ain't nothing but a little bit of life freestyle. So without any further ado, shout out to my boy Jadakiss, man. I showed him love at the Locks 25th anniversary. He was definitely spitting. He was definitely doing this thing. You can catch the footage on my Instagram. You already know what time it is. It's Raw the Prod, man. You already know. Until the next time we going to yap about it. We are over and out. One, baby. Let's go.
Wow. Don't get scared, niggas is fake, but it's a lot of real shit out here. Feels like I'm doing a bid out here. The industry is just like mid-state. You bullshitting, everyone around you's considered an inmate. These little dudes wanna be kissing, believe that if Big was alive, a lot of shit'd be different. K.I. nigga, back in effect, thermal on, hoodie with the gat in the vest. And Panero gotta sit for a minute and get money from the inside, while me and Luke spit for a minute. And I'd rather move haze, cause the powder's dirty. And I see D block in the power 30. But I might put dust on the street or hit Gus on the bleep. Use the car so they don't fuck with the Jeep. Cause I'm on the money train till the rails is gone. This for the niggas in the box with Chuck Taylor's on. Niggas feel kiss bullets or kiss hawk. And feel Jada just cause he invented the slick talk. Fuck your jewels, your house, inside of your car. Bottom line, nigga, ain't nobody hotter than Noir. I got square feet too, plus my own well. Give you poison and spring water and I won't tell. Walk with me, coming next, me and Hood to follow. Bring it back to 87, hit the hood with bottles. Lover boy, you should stay with your bitch. Fuck rap, I make a car charger for the two-way and get rich. If you ain't worth killing, I spare you and thin slice you. The fact that I'm back don't matter, I've been nicer. Try to let y'all eat while I was doing some shows. Laundry ass niggas, y'all can start doing some loads. If you wanna pump, then y'all can start moving some O's. But soon as you fuck up a pack, I'ma fuck up your back. Dump a clip and you slam the gun, fuck up the Mac. Assault charge in the booth, the way I fuck up the track. Keep all my jerseys clean, but fuck up the hats. D-block, motherfucker, what's fucking with that? One. I'm back, baby. It's only the beginning. Faggots, Luch, kiss a walk with me. You heard? It's right next door, nigga. My nigga. P. Don't sit for a minute. Hit the bar, nigga. Hood. Write your next album. We got you. Hit. Hood. Get ready. BG. Cousin Mario. Pool. Rosewood. Lobson. My nigga Gus. D-Block, nigga. Real. LOX, nigga. Chef. The motherfucking shame. Hit. Super. One. Mussolini. One. We out, bitch.